deliver 100% FiO2 up to 100%. So it has the 50 psi hook up in the back that can go to the wall.
Oh, Christina, there is a 50 psi over there.
Oh.
With a nipple on it.
Huh.
I don't know if it really works.
I know, I don't think it does.
Oh, so I had a question about these.
No, these don't work.
They don't work.
This is
You know-
one we did other one.
It says not operational.
Remember how we went in that room and it was like
Glad you
one
get me on there.
and
Nope.
yeah. And one of these had, there were like two.
Oh, the one way valve?
So, yeah, which is the one that has the one-way valve?
Oh, wow.
You don't.
If you can pull up
Oh.
YouTube, I can
I
find
like
it
the
and
safety valve,
subscribe.
so it doesn't go.
Yeah, it's a safety one-way valve.
So you don't know unless you take it out.
Take that nipple off. Take the Christmas tree off.
The green.
Christmas tree.
Oh. Oops, sorry.
Christmas
Yeah,
tree,
spin
and
it
see
up.
if that one has a one-way valve. Does everyone know what Kim's talking about?
No.
You don't know unless you take it off.
You'll hear the sound.
What was
Does
the
that have a
question?
one-way valve? If you unhook it,
One-way valve, you know.
You gotta try to hook it back up, because you don't know. Unless you look before you put it in.
So you would feel it.
Good job.
You can feel it, or you
Okay,
can see if this one has
and
it.
how often
That
do
is
we
the one-way
choose
valve.
this?
This one does not.
Yeah, but that one, it doesn't have to.
Okay,
It's
it has
on
a
50
cannula.
psi.
Okay.
We're gonna pretend like you have
So this
sterile
is-
gloves.
Okay.
You put the sterile
Only for
gloves on
something that
after you
creates
take the
50
cannula
psi.
out,
This
right?
can be
Because
used
the cannula's
for
dirty.
something.
This is 50 psi.
I'm
This
by
one
myself,
is for
Yeah. So,
0
go
to
ahead
15.
and take it out. And what
So it has the
solution
valve
are we
inside
putting
the
in
flow
here to
meter.
clean it?
Okay.
So this one isn't 50 psi.
So
So if it didn't have this valve, let's say
No, I
something
have
was
to
already
clean
hooked up
it in
to
a
it,
cannon.
and they don't need that bypass
Oh, we
the
could get it
room,
together.
and you unhook it, and it goes, because it doesn't have a valve, you can know
Pretend like
because
we're
already
putting
started
on
sterile
sterile
gloves.
gloves.
And I
No,
do
they
say
don't
they
need
don't
clean.
need
No,
it
they
anymore,
don't.
they're
They
clear,
don't.
they don't need the BiPAP, they're good. You wanna take it out of the room, you disconnect it. and
No more
go.
selling in 50.
Then you can either hook it back up, or you can get another flow meter,
And the brush and everything.
you'd have to go back to the farm and get one, plug it in, so you can take the
learned that yet.
Oh, you are subscribed.
I am
No,
sure, yeah.
something's already hooked up to it.
How do I tell if I am subscribed?
You put in, on YouTube, Martha Tutoring, and you'll get one of her videos.
Oh, see, I thought you told me, find out. when you
Oh,
put
yeah,
it
that's
Yeah, I didn't put it
something
on yet,
that's-
but yeah.
Okay.
It's just not right.
Oh,
It's
It's
like a
incorrect.
special
No.
one.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, so, and usually after, like, you clean it with the hydrogen peroxide, I'll dump sterile water through it to clean it, because you don't wanna put the hydrogen
So
peroxide
that's a
in
fake
the
50
basement,
psi.
and then you wanna dry it.
It's not, it says no, not operational.
So do I have to click on
Oh,
that,
so
or I
not-
just have it?
Oh, huh, look at that.
you guys saw that.
Why?
Slapper.
Then see subscribe.
Operational.
You just press
You're like
subscribe,
one of
which
those
I already did.
people.
Now you subscribe.
It says
No,
not
I really
operational.
thought it was.
What happened?
You went and tried to.
No, I said, didn't I say it? I said, I was like, guys, it's not operational.
Yeah, you did.
That's like when you do the patient,
She was
like,
talking about the
there's
one-way
pictures.
valve, so that's what I
Oh
was
my
looking
God,
at.
but it's like right in front of you.
What happened?
I'm totally lost.
I'm good, what's going on? What happened?
And then
No,
Evelyn,
they were trying to
says
put the
not
operational
operational.
and it says not
Not
operational.
my brain is not operational right now.
We're cleaning it, putting it back. But
I need to, like, take a walk or
disposable, you just
something.
take it out,
Get
just
some
throw it
fresh
out,
air.
put it in
And,
the bowl.
Oh,
I
great.
can't, like.
And this one's the walk, so good, trying it to the
It's
right
really
wall.
stuffy.
It's all about
Yeah,
bypass.
Every room is
CPAP.
just stuff.
I can talk about why I have CPAP in my sleep. I've done like projects for here about, I've talked about
This
it,
is,
like that's why I've talked about it, not like screw up, but
Yep.
like walking up, I shouldn't be doing patient care
The
right now.
real long terminology for it.
Alright,
um,
so this will turn on because,
old furniture.
Good job.
but it's not gonna, we can't hook up to 50 psi.
It has to be
So my alarm silenced it. So
Yep, and then why would we use it though?
the settings down here,
They're
so
already
IPAP,
open, ice block, or
I
if you're
got
having
the
any
ECAP.
seizures.
I've seen it
And you have to use.
You all do
solution for this?
after. So you said an IPAP and an EPAP, and this
And
one
how do you
has a
measure
certain
it?
backup
Make
rate.
sure
Oh,
that it's
That
proper.
doesn't mean that it's just gonna cycle into the higher, the whatever you have the IPAP set at. However many times, so if it was 10 reps a minute, you said it to?
Yeah.
Every 6 seconds, right?
Yeah,
For
Christina,
60.
real quick. Is it this way to measure? Or
The
this way?
the
The way,
yeah,
the way you
that
put
way.
it in, yeah, that way.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that way.
So that
And
way.
then
All it is gonna cycle into the higher pressure that many times per minute. So
No, you have
if you have a
to
respiratory rate of 10, it's gonna be
The way that it
every
actually goes in the mouth, that's what I thought, but you were confused in the
6
beginning.
seconds, right?
Yeah.
So every 6 seconds, it's gonna go,
It's not gonna be
it's gonna
right.
kick into the higher pressure. But if the patient's not breathing,
I will put it.
that's not gonna help them. So it's really not a respiratory rate, it's just a backup rate. But they still have to be breathing. But say like you want them to breathe more because their CO2 is high, you want to kick into that higher pressure so many times a minute so that they breathe more and they can ventilate more.
Why, if he was conscious, we
And then you can set the FiO2.
Instead,
So when you click on the screen, you can either go left to right, there's arrows to adjust it, and then you have to hit accept.
And take that out,
You can hear the difference.
You highlight it, so inspiratory pressure,
and what's
and
this
it
one?
tells you what the pressure support is. That's the difference between the two numbers is the pressure support.
Good. And
Sorry,
the
it's like what?
lubrication for this?
The difference between the two numbers is pressure support. So it's telling you that your pressure support is at 4 right
Do
now.
I wanna
When
use?
you turn it up, 5, 6, 7, so say 15,
No,
accept,
why?
over 5. So the pressure support is 10, because the difference between 15 and 5 is 10.
So the vessel, if the patient was on oxygen.
And you have to hit accept or it'll go back.
Yeah.
So the mode is right here.
So
You
you
have
want to use
CPAP,
water soluble or.
spontaneous time is
And then
another,
what
it's
are
for
the
it with a rate, or backup rate. And then,
Yeah.
so this is BiPAP, and then
Nasal
in med
polyps.
modes, you have CPAP too. We don't do these other modes, here.
And how do you measure it?
From the nose.
I don't know what these are. Oh, these are for not, if you're using this as a ventilator, like invasively, you can use it, but
And
that's
what
so
do we
this
use
is
it
like
for?
the
Like,
title
what are the
one. So
indications of
basically,
it?
you can set it
It's.
CPAP or spontaneous time BiPAP.
Well, that, and then also for the
So CPAP, it only gives you a choice to set one number.
For
CPAP.
next trauma. And how often?
So that's gonna be your continuous pressure. Say you set it for 10,
You don't wanna leave it in there.
accept.
Sitting there.
Does it go up to 20?
O2, you can,
Questions about
I
that?
think it goes above 20, 25.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I see the number.
It's a lot. 25?
That's a lot of pressure.
You like choke somebody.
They'd have to be like sedated, they wouldn't, you,
It's not gonna go in all the way, but.
you really, I mean, that's, they give you that option just in case, but you're never, I mean, if you're given, if someone needs 25 CPAP, they need to be intubated.
Remember
Because-
Justin said the highest he ever seen somebody.
Yeah, they need,
Say it now.
they need a lot, you need to protect the airway if you're giving them that much pressure. Something's very wrong. So,
Per manufacturer.
O2, you can set, it gives up to 100% of O2. You don't have to, you can give them 21%, it gives you the range here, 21 to 100.
29 days.
It can though, because it's hooked up to the 50 PSI. Up here, you're gonna, you have,
Or if.
so up here is their rate, their tidal volume, their minute ventilation.
And we try suction and anything.
Their peak and
So there we go. Then, second
Their
choice
peak
would be
inspiratory pressure,
trying to
and the
instill
total leak. So it's gonna tell you if the mask has a
Then
big
we
leak or
try
not.
to instill.
Which it does, because it's saying all pluses, which means that it's out, it's so much that it's outside the range. It can't even detect how much it is. And then these, patient trigger, how much the patient is actually triggering spontaneously instead of it in the timed mode, and it's just cycling. Right now, it's just cycling, so say 15% of the time, the patient is triggering the machine,
Still,
which is very low.
And you're blocking it right now? So you
Well,
can get the high pressure?
Not really,
Oh.
the pressure's only 14, it's
Yeah,
alarming
so
like
it's
crazy.
it's just-
Perfect.
So it does say that my rate's 15, but it's also set for a rate of 12.
next.
So it thinks that I'm doing 2 breaths.
Are you next? You wanna go?
No, this is loud. I feel bad. So, anybody wanna put this on?
Try it on before
Yeah,
it's
let's
so
try it.
strong.
You have tried?
I did.
Okay.
Sharon.
I gotta turn the pressure down a little bit.
I did. I tried.
Airway care station. So I'm going to have you choose that tracer and put it in.
It's not on 96% oxygen because, so,
It's not really
I'm
oxygen.
gonna use.
do you wanna sit just so, will you pull up the chair for him? I don't want you like passing out or anything.
No, I think it was so strong.
Christina,
I
have
know, I
everybody,
didn't.
sorry, have everybody put the mask on appropriately. Because it's like, that was like one of, I know this sounds crazy, guys, but when I first working, I was terrified of putting a BiPAP mask on somebody. Because it's like trying to tie somebody else's shoes.
Yeah.
It was
Thank you.
hard. So I want you guys to all try to put the mask on.
So I'll put it on Erin here.
Yeah, but it's here.
Well, I don't know if you're all gonna wanna put it on because it's been on other people's faces.
No, I mean like, leave it on Erin, but have everybody put it on. Like, put the mask on Erin, that's what I mean.
Okay,
I think that's important.
feels good?
Put everything in.
So you wanna adjust both at the same time. So if you're adjusting one side, you don't just adjust one side and pull it. Erin. Hey, girl.
Joe?
So when you adjust the mask, you wanna do both sides at the same time. So you wanna, see, it like slips off, but, and, so you take it and you wanna adjust both sides at the same time, and you pull it, and then you pull it back. And you want it to be snug. I mean, people are like, this is tight. It's gotta be. I mean, it has to be a little bit snug, just like the trach ties. People always like, oh, they're too tight.
How does it feel?
Sorry.
She can breathe either. Patients ask me which one they should do. You can breathe through either. So your tidal volumes are extremely high.
Yeah, of course.
But you're pulling too. You were just going. So try to just let it do it for you. I mean, breathe, but like once it cycles to the higher pressure, just let it blow. So 900. So her lungs are normal. They're easy to ventilate. So she doesn't need 10. So she maybe can go down to 7 over 5 on her.
And then, now that it's secure.
Well, it didn't. She only took probably one breath, so you gotta wait for it to level out. You gotta wait a few breaths. 600. I mean, Erin's like that. Huh?
500.
7 over 5.
Oh, that's because she's talking.
Yeah. Yeah, she was blowing out.
Can you
bubbles.
still lower
Oh,
it?
yeah, you
Like
tell
the
me
high
what it's
pocket?
7 over 5. What do you
Is it
think?
less?
There's only 2 difference between it. So if we put it 5 over 5, the pressure support is 0, so it's CPAP.
Oh,
We're gonna,
oh.
There's no alternating between it.
So there's no.
So essentially, you're
What
doing
happens, yeah.
CPAP, even though you're in BiPAP mode. But if you set the 2 pressures the same, it's continuous. When you inhale, it's 5, when you exhale, it's 5. That's the definition of CPAP, right? It doesn't change. So it's continuous. So we're really, this is like not working BiPAP. But our tidal volume is still 600. Pretty good. 700. They're going to vary because you're giving a pressure. You're not giving a volume. So every tidal volume is going to vary depending on the patient. So that's that. So
How are our tidal volumes, just out of curiosity?
550 on CPAP.
They were all over the
5
place.
over 5, just because they were saying